There are bats in my intro room. Anyway. Yeah, I'm just gonna build stuff. Okay, enjoy! But wait, there's more. Well, here we are. I built things. You will have probably seen at the beginning of the time lapse I had some grass, some flowers. The road just felt a bit flat, so yeah. Grass. For the actual things I built, we have this right here. We have a kind of, I guess it's sort of like a gazebo, but with a garden. Wow. For this, I basically just built it because I felt the space needed something, and I couldn't really be bothered to just leave it. So I built this. I wanted to use more azalea leaves as well. I really like azalea leaves. They're just nice. I also, not grass. One of my favorite things to do for things like fences is use fence gates in a sequence of, so like wall, fence gate, fence gate, fence gate, and then wall. And the reason it does this is that when you have a fence gate, normally it's slightly higher than it is when it's attached to a wall. So then if you have two of those, and then a normal one in the middle, it gives a nice like arched effect. I like that because it looks cool. So that was actually the second thing I built. The first thing I built, and probably kind of the main thing I built, is over here. And it's a house. Because currently we have a library and some shops. And no people living here. I mean, actually, no. I kind of made living spaces in the tops of the buildings. Because that's a fairly typical thing for, like, small streets with shops on... where people have the shop on the ground floor and then live at the top bit. But yeah, this is a proper designated house. The reason I've gone up here, by the way, I just wanted to point out that I have a parrot room. It was like the last thing I built, so you probably will have seen. But yeah, a party parrot room. The bed area kind of gave me some trouble because I wasn't sure. You can see this house has like one room slightly subdivided here. It's not a big house. I mean, if you look at it from outside, it looks like a decently sized house. It's not. It's not. It's really not. There's a room upstairs and a room downstairs. And so, yeah, I had to find an area to place at least one bed in. And then I built a giant window here. So I kind of just shoved it to the side. And then I also wasn't sure, because it's 5 blocks across, what do I put in the middle? So I tried spruce wood, red wool, and white wool, I think, were the 3 things I tried. And I hated them all, because I put a carpet here. So I just put this over the top. I don't know what it's meant to be, but it kind of... it made it look okay. So, it's good by me. We've got another window over here, some books and whatever house things. We've got a small sort of garden-ish area. And then underneath we've got a sort of cellar, I guess, with some extra storage. There was some in the attic with the parrots as well. There are campfires under these. You can see just in there. And that's how we get the smoke. And also it's quite cool that we have, with the trapdoors, not as much smoke comes through, so it's sort of realistic, I guess. But yeah, those are the things I built. You'll also notice I built this on the main house on the 2nd floor. Again, I did that on this. I don't know, I just feel like the sort of inconvenience of getting around the house just makes it feel more like connected. It's just like the vibe I'm going for is kind of like the town where everything's sort of a shambles and the people who live there kind of know the ins and outs and all the little secret corridors and alleyways. Like, to get to the greenhouse, you go up a ladder, into the library, down a ladder, and then through another door. Why? But it's like, it gives it a journey, and it gives it... I don't know, I just like when things do that. It just feels more engaging. But anyway, those are the things I built. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Subscribe, I guess. Why are you still here? The video's over. Subscribe.